The timing of meals has a profound influence on the body's internal clock or circadian rhythm, which governs sleep-wake cycles, hormone release, metabolism, and energy regulation. Eating early in the day versus late in the evening can create very different physiological responses, impacting not only digestion and energy levels, but also long-term health outcomes such as weight management, cardiovascular function, and cognitive performance. Understanding how meal timing interacts with circadian biology reveals why breakfast and early meals often promote optimal health, while late-night eating can disrupt internal rhythms and compromise sleep quality. Eating in the morning, soon after waking, aligns nutrient intake with the body's natural peaks in insulin sensitivity and metabolic readiness. Cortisol, the hormone that supports alertness and energy mobilization, rises shortly after waking, signaling that the body is prepared for activity and nutrient processing. Consuming a balanced breakfast during this period allows glucose to be efficiently absorbed and utilized, minimizing blood sugar spikes and preventing excessive fat storage. Protein-rich meals, combined with complex carbohydrates and healthy fats, provide sustained energy and promote neurotransmitter synthesis, which supports concentration and mood. By anchoring the first meal to this circadian window, the body receives clear signals about the start of the day, helping synchronize peripheral clocks in the liver, pancreas, and adipose tissue with the master clock in the brain. This alignment not only optimizes metabolism but also reinforces stable hormonal cycles that promote restful sleep later at night. Conversely, eating late in the evening or close to bedtime can disrupt circadian rhythms and have cascading effects on metabolic health. In the evening, insulin sensitivity naturally declines, meaning that glucose is more likely to remain elevated in the bloodstream, increasing the risk of fat storage and metabolic stress. The digestive system also slows at night, and late-night meals can cause bloating, discomfort, and reduced nutrient absorption. Consuming calories during this period sends conflicting signals to the internal clock. While the body is preparing for rest and melatonin release, it is simultaneously tasked with processing energy. This misalignment can delay sleep onset, fragment sleep cycles, and interfere with the restorative phases of deep sleep. Over time, habitual evening eating is associated with higher body weight, increased risk of insulin resistance, and altered appetite regulation, demonstrating how meal timing can affect both short-term comfort and long-term health. Circadian rhythms also modulate appetite hormones like ghrelin and leptin. Eating early in the day helps regulate these hormones, promoting satiety, reducing cravings, and supporting controlled energy intake throughout the day. In contrast, eating late can desynchronize these signals, leading to overeating, nocturnal snacking, and poor appetite regulation. Research indicates that individuals who consume the majority of their calories earlier in the day tend to have lower body mass index, improved glucose metabolism, and better cardiovascular profiles than those who eat the bulk of their calories in the evening. This suggests that the timing of meals, independent of total caloric intake, significantly influences metabolic health. Morning eating also positively impacts cognitive function and energy levels. After an overnight fast, the brain requires glucose and amino acids to function optimally. Consuming breakfast early supplies these substrates at a time when alertness and mental performance are naturally peaking. In contrast, delayed or skipped morning meals can lead to fatigue, reduced focus, and increased stress, while evening heavy calorie intake may leave the brain processing energy when it should be preparing for sleep. Aligning meals with circadian rhythms ensures that both body and mind are energized during active periods and allowed to rest during the night. Additionally, meal timing influences other circadian-dependent processes, such as lipid metabolism, hormone release, and core body temperature regulation. Early eating encourages the body to burn energy efficiently during the day, while late eating can shift metabolic activity into hours intended for rest, impairing energy utilization and disrupting nightly repair mechanisms. Time-restricted feeding studies show that concentrating caloric intake within an early window improves glycemic control, reduces markers of inflammation, and supports cardiovascular health. These findings emphasize that when food is consumed can be as important as what is eaten for maintaining overall health. Practical approaches to optimize meal timing include front-loading calories earlier in the day, keeping dinners lighter, and avoiding high-sugar or high-fat foods late at night. Breakfast should combine protein, complex carbohydrates, fiber, and healthy fats to sustain energy and support hormonal balance. Even small adjustments, such as finishing the last meal a few hours before bedtime, can significantly enhance sleep quality, reduce late-night cravings, and reinforce circadian alignment. Pairing early eating with exposure to morning light and moderate physical activity further strengthens circadian entrainment, creating a feedback loop that promotes optimal metabolism, alertness, and restorative sleep. In essence, eating early in the day harmonizes nutrient intake with the body's natural circadian rhythms, enhancing metabolism, appetite regulation, cognitive function, and long-term health. Late-night eating, on the other hand, conflicts with the internal clock, disrupts sleep, and increases the risk of metabolic disorders. By prioritizing morning and early afternoon meals and maintaining consistent eating patterns, it is possible to support circadian alignment, improve energy utilization, and create a sustainable routine that benefits both day-to-day performance and lifelong health. Timing your meals thoughtfully transforms eating from a passive act into a strategic tool for synchronizing your internal clock and optimizing overall wellness.